Hello, fellow Nuzlockers, it's VideoJames, and we're back with some more Pokemon Soulsilver. So, I'm sorry if I sound a bit off right now, but I am incredibly sad because we're starting this episode off with not one, but two deaths. So, as you guys know, in the past, I've done offline training just because if I did online training, it would take way too exorbitantly long for a video, and you guys wouldn't enjoy it, I wouldn't enjoy editing it. Pretty much just, if I did online training, no one would enjoy it. So right before this video, I went to train up my Mareep, my Beedrill, and my, what was the other one? I completely forget what the other one was. My Noctowl, and I went to get them trained up to where they were on equal par with the rest of our party. And Safari Zone Road. And Beedrill, you all know Beedrill, he decided to fight a Tauros. Unfortunately for him, that Tauros was prepared. Because poor Crawley did not realize, and I did not realize, that that Tauros had Anger Point. It's focus energy. Meaning that that Tauros got boosted attack from Crawley and then proceeded to use Horn Attack and impale him through the wings. So this Beedrill that has been with us since the start of this game is now no longer a part of our party. I am sorry, my friend. I really wish I could have taken you along for a lot longer than that. But, unfortunately, you must be put to rest. I'm not going to release you, though. I'm just going to put you in the last box. Because, honestly, I really don't want to let you go. I didn't even realize I had a dead box. I did not realize that box was labeled dead. How long have I had that? Please don't tell me if I go back and watch the first episode, I'll see myself making that. I will be so mad if I realized I had that. Oh, I could have kept so many. I could have kept that Vulpix. No. Oh, now I'm mad. I've gone from sad to mad now. And unfortunately, Static the Mareep got crit by a Tentacool that was 2 levels above it and got immediately one-shot. So unfortunately, Static must also go in the newly discovered death box. Meaning we are left with simply Squirt, Spoops, and Newt. Party's looking real low there, big guy. Oh, no. But it's okay. It's okay. I've got a plan. And in order to make sure my plan goes off without a hitch, before I go into the Pokemon League, I am raising my Mischievous to be level 45. Because I know for a fact that there are Pokemon in the Pokemon League that are at least level 45. And in order for Mischievous to survive any of what it needs to, especially the fighting trainer, because that's mainly what I'm going to be using it for, we need to have that thing be a little bit overpowered. Which, I mean, to be fair, it has been pretty much the entire time because it's at the same level as everything else. But still. And I also have trained Newt. Newt survived. Miraculously, Newt somehow survived the training I put it through when I took it to the route with all Mareeps and Spearows. Yeah, don't ask what my thinking there was. The only thing I was thinking was, okay, I want special attack EVs, and I want speed EVs. I need this Noctowl to at least be good, because it has a nature that I don't like. But we have another plan. And that's going to involve where we have to actually go today. So, what we're going to do is we are going to go over to, I forget the name of the town. Let me see real quick. We're going to go over to Mahogany Town. That's where we're going to go. We're going to go over there, and we are going to go up to the Lake of Rage. And the Lake of Rage, for those of you who know this game, and for those of you who don't, because it's actually probably one of the most famous places in Pokemon, that's where you can get a shiny Gyarados. And on Route 43, immediately before that, there are plenty of Mareeps and Flaffies, and they actually have the highest encounter rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Ecruteak. Like every HM, I have a plan for. I have a plan for Rock Smash, I have a plan for Surf, I have a plan for Whirlpool. I admit that's going to be the Gyarados, but that's besides the point. I have a plan for Rock Climb. I basically have a plan for pretty much everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this Goldeen, we're going to knock this out. There we go, perfect. Alright. And then we are going to go over to Mahogany Town. So there's probably going to be a jump cut here, just get rid of that. You out. And there we go, immediate win. Alright. So Squirt's at 406 EXP now, that's good. And trying Ultimate Trainer too, that makes us comrades. If I find any more items by the water, oh, okay. Yes, I'll actually give you my phone number for that. Free items, that's actually really good. Plus, if he's a fisherman, he might be able to find some heart scales from love discs. But yeah, on this route, this patch of grass right here is amazing for EXP grinding, just because pretty much every Pokemon gives you 100 EXP. So it's basically like, it's the free XP spot. Alright, you. Hey, this is my secret place. Get lost, you outsider. Talking of outsiders, last night I was watching Silvervale stream The Long Dark. I really want to play that game now, after seeing it. Because something about it reminds me of, if you've ever heard of it, Firewatch, that old game. Something about that game, it might be the same developer, I don't know. But they look very similar, and I actually really liked Firewatch. I love the story in that one. And from what I saw of The Long Dark, I didn't see the whole stream, but from what I saw of it, it looks like a pretty good game, and I actually do kind of want to check it out. And it does seem like more of a survival kind of centered game. Like you have to go around and collect stuff and craft things just to survive the wilderness of a abandoned Canadian town. But it does seem like a game that I would very much enjoy. And if you guys want to see me play that eventually, I will see if I can play it. I don't know what system it's on. I'd have to look. I think it's a mobile not mobile platform, but multi-platform game. What's the other side of Mountain Water like, do you know? If you can beat me, I'll let you know. So why were you asking me if I know, if you already knew? And he's got a Diglett. Okay, so let's see. Diglett. It's level 15. This might be a hard fight. So tough. Such a tough fight. But Squirt pulled through. Squirt being our MVP once again. Also, we're getting a lot of experience from these battles. I did not expect these battles to actually give as much experience as they are. Alright, sending in Geodude. I'm going to actually go Ice Fang, because there's a high chance Geodude has Sturdy, which means I can just, hopefully, either freeze it or flinch it, or it just dies in one hit. Well, make a liar out of me then, why don't you? And getting 234 more EXP. And he's got a Dugtrio as well. Okay. Dugtrio, I know, doesn't have Sturdy. It has Arena Trap, which is equally as annoying. Alright. Going for Ice. Squirt should actually also help us with that Gyarados, because he's got Water Gun, so Water Gun should do, like, nothing to a Gyarados. And actually, Newt should actually do pretty good as well, because Newt has, what does Newt have? Newt has Fly, and Newt's physical attack is, lucky for us, Garbage. So we can actually use Newt to get what we need out of that. And we're in Mahogany Town. Are you also see the Gyarados rampage at the lake? Yes, I am. You're blocking the gym. I know you're blocking the gym for a reason. Have you seen this guy with a black cape? He's been going back and forth between here and the Lake of Rage, saying strange radio waves were being transmitted. Wonder who he is, I wonder. Wonder who he is, I wonder. What did my brain read there? No, we don't actually want to go into the Pokemon Center just yet. But yeah, once I get that EXP share, a lot of my plan will actually come into place. And my plan does actually involve an Ampharos. So if I can get an Ampharos on this route, then we'll actually have part 1 of the plan completely set into motion. Because not only does Ampharos get Signal Beam, which I really want, but it's also an electric type, and it gets access to Thunder Wave, which will help us actually deal with It'll help us deal with stuff that we can't really deal with right now. Because, I mean, we have Thunderbolt on... oh, Rocket Grunts. I didn't even notice them. Hold it there, kiddo. Why is it not... Oh, right, because I gotta tap next. The toll is 1,000 to go through. Thank you very much. Oh, wait, did I actually have 1,000 on me? How much money do I have? 1,318, okay. That's actually not a lot, but, I mean, it's useful. What's this thing? I want this. Max Ether, okay. Not great, but okay enough. I still have Rat Tail on my party, by the way. I don't know why I have Rat Tail still. Can I sneak past you? Let's see. Wait for it. He's gonna turn around in a second. I'll run behind him. Watch. Yep. Oh, I knew that would happen. I love Pokemon. That's why I started, and why I'll keep on collecting Pokemon. Alright. Well, let's see just how strong you have 1 Pokemon. You really call that collecting? Alright. Squirt, show this guy what a real Pokemon is. I love the Pac-Man death noise. It's like the best video game death noise ever. Like, even the Minecraft death noise is not as good as the Pac-Man one to me. Now, hopefully, get either a Flaffy or a Mareep. Flaffy has the highest encounter rate. So, by all intents and logic, we should be able to find a Flaffy. Well, let's go. What is that noise? Entei? What? Okay, I'm going to say this encounter doesn't count. And I was going to mention this. There's a rule for Nuzlocke where if you choose to, you can not count roaming encounters because they can technically show up on any route. So it could technically be your first encounter for every route. So you can choose to discard them. And there's also the kind of rule of people don't really tend to use legendaries because it feels a little cheap with how overpowered they are. I'm not going to count this as the encounter, but I am going to try and catch it. So let's see if this works. I doubt this will work, but we're just going to see. This Entei is level 40 too, so if I would have hit it with a water move and it wouldn't have run, I would have actually managed to kill it. And it ran, okay. That scared the heck out of me. I heard that music start up and I'm like, that is not normal battle music. Alright. Okay, real encounter this time. Let's go. Did Entei? Oh, no, Entei didn't take all the encounters. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Come on, give me a sheep. Yes, thank you. Okay. Level 15. I think we can just Pokeball this and we'll be okay. I think we can just Pokeball this Flaffy and we'll be alright. But, yeah, there's the whole Nuzlocke rule, the kind of unspoken rule, actually, of if you find a legendary, you don't use it, and if it's a roaming one, you can kind of just disregard it. Because it also has to do with the way roaming encounters were set up. Because in these games, when roaming... I didn't name it. We'll fix that later. But when roaming encounters were introduced in this game, they weren't really actual encounters, to put it fairly, because the way they work is the Pokemon shows up and you either have to be so high level above it that you outspeed it by a mile and paralyze or put it to sleep so it can't run away, and then you also only get one turn to catch it if it's conscious. And if you miss that one turn, then that encounter is basically ripped away from you. So there's like an unspoken rule of that kind of encounter doesn't actually count towards the first one of the route. And again, like I said, because they can happen on literally any route. It's not like set. It's not like if you were looking for a Ponyta or a Flaffy on a specific route and you didn't get them on the first encounter, then you couldn't have them. That's a set encounter that you're actually able to deal with. The roaming encounters like Mesprit and Entei and Raikou, those don't technically count as real encounters because you have to quite literally immediately ensure a capture on the first turn or knock the Pokemon out with something that's exceedingly faster. And unfortunately, until you get a Pokemon that's like 20 levels above them, they're not going to be faster than the legendaries, just because of how strong the legendaries are. Do you know Bill? He's an incredible Pokemaniac. I revere him. No, I don't want you to teach me about Bill. You can just go do something else. I do want to fight, though. Why am I grinding EXP? I should go to the lake so I can get that Gyarados and then grind EXP. Wait a minute. Yeah, that is a good point. I'm here grinding this EXP when I don't need to, and I could use it to grind for the Gyarados. I'm an idiot. Alright. Well, I guess just take this one out now, Squirt, and then we'll save the rest for Gyarados. Alright. That one's down. And Squirt's going to get to level 41. Alright. The next gym's going to be Ice, too, so this Gyarados does actually have a second factor. So we're going to try and get this Gyarados. I'm hopefully not going to kill it. I don't want to know about your Clefairy. No. You may be obsessed with Clefairies, but I care nothing for the pink Puffball. Also what I call Kirby. Also what I call Jigglypuff. Also what I call pretty much any pink thing in video games. Alright. Squirt, let's just run away from this Flaffy. I really don't care about it. I want to get to that Gyarados. Alright. Oh. Yeah, that's a good point. I should actually put up a Super Repel. If I encounter something in the Lake of Rage before that Gyarados, then... let's see. Where do I get to... Here we go. Using a Super Repel. And this Gyarados is actually a forced... Like, you have to interact with it to actually get it. So, if I can just get the Gyarados to... interact with me before I can... find anything else, then it'll be the first encounter. The Lake of Rage is actually a crater made by rampaging Gyarados. The crater filled up with rainwater, and the lake was formed. That's the story passed on from my grandpa's great-great-grandpa. It used to be that you could catch lively Magikarp there, but I don't understand what's happening. Team Rocket's using radio waves to disrupt the Gyarados. That's what's happening. Also, is that why the Gyarados is shiny, or was it just shiny because of the shiny? The Gyarados are angry. It's a bad omen. Yeah. Let's just see how bad this bad omen is. I heard there was a Gyarados rampaging on the lake. I wonder if there's any connection to their mass outbreak now. Probably, if I had to guess. Alright, so we gotta go down these steps. Why can I not go down these steps? It's a moderately sized street. No, I don't want to use Headbutt. I want to go in the water. Oh, I just have to use Surf. Wait, so then what are the steps for? I remember needing to use those steps for something. Okay, where's this Gyarados? Repel's effect wore off. No, it didn't. No, it did not. Alright. Repel's up. There's the Gyarados. Alright, I want to save right now, just because I know this Gyarados is going to absolutely run away or destroy me. So let's save real quick. That's going to be saving a lot of data. I thought the game just crashed for a minute because everything froze. Okay. So this Gyarados is a part of our plan. And the plan is to get this Gyarados and give it Flamethrower and Whirlpool. That way this thing will be 2 stones that we can use to kill 2 birds. It's a female Gyarados. Perfect. Alright. Squirt, get in here. Alright. So. Oh, Rain Dance. No. Rain Dance boosts the power of water moves. Okay, I want to see... I'm going to throw a Pokeball. Just because I want to see if I can just catch it without, like, having to do anything, really. Oh, please let that work. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. So, we got the Gyarados with literally no effort. Gyarados' data was added to the Pokedex. If I can actually transfer this to one of the more updated, like, and this was something I was thinking of a while ago. If I can transfer every single Pokemon that I actually used in this Nuzlocke to the updated games with, like, Pokemon Bank or something, I am absolutely going to do that. Gyarados, the atrocious Pokemon. Once it appears, it goes on a rampage. It remains enraged until it demolishes everything around it. Hence why it gets Hyper Beam, because it's the most destructive move in Pokemon ever. Give a nickname to Gyarados? Yes. We are going to nickname this Gyarados. 1 second. Change it to select. We are going to nickname this Gyarados Tsushimi. Just because I thought of that name last night and I really liked that and I thought it, like, fit perfectly for a Gyarados.